go right into it. Disney is rumored to be delaying the Marvels due to the writer strike, and as the Marvels might possibly be delayed, they're also thinking about delaying almost all of their movies because the strike is kind of a really bad thing, obviously. And with the writer strike, with the writer slash actor strike happening, a lot of actors will not be promoting their movies. I'm pretty sure we talked about this last week in Blue Beetle. It was also talked about where the lead actor, he's not going to promote the Blue Beetle movie because of the strike, and now Warner Brothers is most likely going to push back the Blue Beetle movie, even though everyone's seeing early screenings of it, which makes me think they might not. But yeah, how do you feel about the Marvels being pushed back?
Yo, like this genre can't afford this stuff right now. And I know some people might think it's a blessing in disguise, like we're getting too much content and it's low quality. But the thing about the Marvels that's different from everything else is like it's a project that we have already had confirmation from Marvel that it's connected to something that we've already seen. Obviously not in full. I'm talking about Secret Invasion. They said that it's a direct sequel to Secret Invasion. I know we disagree on the trailer. I didn't think the trailer looked that great. But having said that, I still think that movie needs to come out. I think Blue Beetle needs to come out. It's really frustrating, the strike. And, I sent you a theory on the strike, which I kind of want to get into tonight as well, but I don't want to go on a tangent right now.
Go into it now.
Yeah, but, I think it sucks. And I think it's kind of crazy that, like, an actor who is so young and has his first is like going on social media saying, I'm not going to promote this movie. Like, that is so crazy to me. And I know, a lot of people, get in their feelings and, feel some type of way about the strike. And I don't mean to minimize that, but like, think about it. If you're an actor and you're playing a DC comic book character and you're getting your own movie and you're in like your early 20s, wouldn't you be doing everything you can to promote that movie and make sure it's a hit, especially considering that DC has been struggling in the box office and like you need that movie to do well for your career? And James Gunn said you're the first DCU character. I don't know. Not how I would have played it.
I 100% agree. So my opinion on the Blue Beetle being pushed back, right? Number one, I would understand, but I don't think that's going to save them from the reality, which is that this movie is very possible to not do good in the box office. I don't think pushing it back is the issue, for that.
Fair.
Which, bro,
Fair.
I think you would also agree.
Yeah.
And there has been good press, and I think the movie looks good. Like me and you both think that Blue Beetle looks awesome. We're both excited to see it. But
Yes.
we all know that the main issue, which is like this was when DC was on their wave, and James Gunn likes the kid, so he's going to keep him. So I think this is what I believe is going to happen, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if this movie goes on Max. And the reason why I say that is because The Flash did terrible in theaters, but I don't know if you know, but The Flash is the #1 movie right now on all streaming platforms.
I noticed.
Yep. And so I wouldn't be shocked if DC does go ahead and maybe put this in theaters, but make it go straight to streaming after like 2 to 3 weeks or a month. And this is where I believe DC has kind of a head of Marvel Studios in. DC has the capabilities to release a lot of these movies on streaming platforms, and they will still be very successful. And I mean, Wonder Woman 1984 did very well streaming. And that came out in the heat of COVID. And if I was DC, I would even release that Batgirl movie that got scraped on HBO Max just to recover, some of the income that you lost. But I wouldn't be shocked if they go the route of we'll just put this in theater for like a month, and then we'll just put it straight to like HBO Max exclusive or sell it online, because a lot of people are buying The Flash.
It's interesting because it's a different time, but something tells me that they wouldn't do the Disney Plus route like Black Widow, where you have to pay, even though if you're a subscriber, you had to pay an extra charge. I think it was like 25 or $20 or something to watch Black Widow. I don't think that Max would do that because during COVID, they were like, we're going all in. We're just going to put it up same day. But at the same time, it's not during COVID. Not everyone is at home all the time like they were during COVID. So, maybe I'm comparing apples and oranges here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they would honestly do it. But with the writer strike, I mean, I honestly think the movie's going to come out regardless. I wouldn't be shocked. But
yeah,
because I mean, the strike. And here's the thing, right? The writer strike and the actor strike is beef with the higher ups, not the regular fan. The regular fan doesn't care about the writer strike. You know why? Because Barbie did over 300 million last weekend, and Oppenheimer did over 170 million last weekend. So the regular fans don't care about the strike at all, which is obvious. I don't even think you and I care to the degree that a lot of these other people who are faking it for views do.
I know.
Yeah,
and it's like almost they've almost made it like if you don't care about this strike, like you're an asshole, and it's always like I swear to God, it's always that. It's always if you don't care about this, and if you don't agree 100% with my view, you're an asshole, and it's like this. It's crazy because like that's the same crowd that's always doing the virtue signaling, and I've just had it with them, and like no, I don't care about the strike.
I agree, bro. And it's just like at the end of the day, look, right. I don't have a problem with people saying up for what they think they should be paid for. Like a couple of weeks ago, I really cared about this. I honestly don't care no more. Like my feelings of where this is going. My issue is that like we need to get it. Like me and you talked about this last week. We don't care about the situation. We just want them to come to an agreement so we can get back to having our freaking films. And that's all I care about at the end of the day. I care about the content.
And that's the thing. Like 2023 is crazy. We have been having content coming at us nonstop from shows to movies, and it's just been like packed, week after week. And not only, before the strike, that was 100% we were going to hit a drought, because it's kind of this way because things got so backed up during COVID. Now there's going to be a time period where we're like not going to get anything during that time period.
100%.
And that's going to be crazy. And that has to do with the fact that, like I said just now, COVID, and then, COVID ended. So that action-packed like release calendar of 2023 was already going to be, tapered back. And now you have the strike that's going to be really compounded.
I agree. And it's only going to get nastier from here. That's the thing. So, it's just a matter of when at this point, bro, Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I mean, as I said, man, like if the Marvels does get delayed, I understand, but I also think that it is very wishful thinking to think that a strike is going to hurt your movie. The only way I would pull back is if Brie Larson and them to say that they're not going to do press. And from all of the news that I've heard, they're like bought into this movie. I don't see a universe where any of those actresses, definitely the one that plays Miss Marvel, she's like Miss Marvel was her first movie job, so her first job ever.
Job.
Yes, and she's one that loves the content, so I don't see her like not being a part of this.
I know. Story. And it's crazy that like you have people that are saying that like, how dare you, when you have this girl who's like so young, it's her first job. What do you mean? How dare her? Her career depends on this. Like,
exactly.
You're out of your mind if you think she's in the wrong for this.
Exactly. Because Oppenheimer, those actors chose to walk out because they're all world-renowned class actors. They can do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah.
RDJ is worth over $100 million. Fillion's a legend. Right. Like Emily Blunt doesn't need this job. They're all rich. So they can do what they want. And as much as people want to crap on them about walking out, they still did the entire press tour during the strike. They are still doing the press tour during the strike. So I don't want to hear any hate about the Oppenheimer cast, or Margot and them. They all went to did their stuff. So
Hmm.
I think the strike to an extent, bro, is a psyop in my opinion, and I think
I
that
like that.
yeah, it is, bro. It is a big psyop just to get people scared that movies aren't going to be made. But Barbie making 300 million, and as much as people want to hate on Barbie, I love when movies create like cultural movements, and like it kind of made me feel like when we had that epic run from Civil War to freaking Endgame. It was just an epic run of movies where we got Civil War, then Black Panther, then Spider-Man Homecoming. Like we just got banger after banger after banger, and we all were just bought in. Barbie brought like seeing everyone hype about Barbie brought back that like happiness for filming movies again.
Is that why you're kind of wearing pink tonight?
This is actually red. This is One
Okay.
Piece. It's a
Oh, oh, the
the anime.
show.
Yeah, the anime that's coming on live action. I'm not even a
Yeah.
One Piece fan. I just like the shirt. I'm to be honest with you. I
Okay.
got it at Target. um, yeah. I was like, yo, I need a sweatshirt. Let me just grab this. But yeah, but yeah, man. As I said, man, I'm not really into this writer. I just don't care enough, man. There's just too much stuff coming out. Too many things happening for me to care.
Yeah.